Today is August 9th, 2020. It's exactly 2 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean islands. This is Mr. Abundance. I want to welcome each and every one of you to the Sunday session. This is where the global community meets, where we can discuss the latest developments happening in the world and in TACC. I also want to say special welcome to our newbies. Some of them may not be on this, but they will join the other broadcast at 5 p.m. Eastern Caribbean Standard Time. Today's personal development, Mr. Abundance, what you have for today? Um, Chances favor objects in motion. TACC is in motion. And there is another quote that says, successful people, they move with a sense of urgency. Successful people move with a sense of urgency. Now we're going to go straight into what Japan is doing. Very interesting story. And so I will share my screen. I'm going to make it short today. Today I'm going to be a meaningful specific in TACC.
China accounted for 90% of Bitcoin trade just 1 year ago. But with Beijing banning initial coin offerings, or ICOs, and regulators shutting down Bitcoin exchanges there, Japan is setting out on a different path, embracing the crypto movement. Bitcoin trade here in Japan accounts for nearly half the global trade volume. Compare that to 25% in the US. The number has surged since the government passed a new law earlier this year recognizing the digital currency as a legal form of payment. That law encouraged some big retailers here to partner with Bitcoin exchanges and begin accepting the digital currency. There's already more than 4,500 stores that let you pay with Bitcoin here, and the Nikkei says that number could increase fivefold by the end of the year. So we've recruited Mai Fujimoto, who's also known as Miss Bitcoin here in Japan, to take us to some of these stores that are accepting the digital currency. You ready to go shopping?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's head out.
Let's go.
Mai's become a type of crypto evangelist in Japan, blogging and tweeting about all things Bitcoin. Her nickname, a way to familiarize people with what was largely an unfamiliar space until recently. You started investing in 2011. How much was Bitcoin then?
About 1,000 yen.
1,000 yen. That's roughly 10 US dollars, a price that's jumped more than 500% since. Here's 10,000 yen.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give that to you.
Okay.
And then how do I get that in Bitcoin?
Okay. So this is your QR code, and I read this QR code. Yeah.
This is Big Camera. That's one of the biggest electronic stores right here in Japan, and they just started accepting Bitcoin in April. So we've got our Bitcoin on our phone. We're gonna go spend some money. So that's 0.00336, but it basically amounts to 1,803 yen. I did manage to get a very cute towel, polka dotted, and all the shopping is kind of making me hungry. So, Mai, do you know of a good restaurant around here that accepts Bitcoin?
Yes, I know. That's the restaurant near here.
Sushi restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go there. Fatty tuna and mackerel aren't the only things on the menu here. A Bitcoin ATM greets customers looking to top up their digital wallets. In your daily routine, how much of what you use is Bitcoin, and how much do you pay in cash or credit card?
Maybe 19% I pay not Bitcoin.
Not Bitcoin.
Yeah. Only I use Bitcoin for send money overseas.
Mai says regulations build trust in the currency, but people aren't necessarily using it to replace cash. Bitcoin is still considered an investment, not an everyday currency here.
Many people have Bitcoin now buy Bitcoin, and maybe we need time to use Bitcoin. So been there, have to learn more about Bitcoin.
That curiosity has led to an increasing number of public seminars like this one on ICOs. Hardcore hackers aren't the only ones here, but housewives, Bitcoin newcomers, even professional matchmakers like Chieko Date. She tells me her son encouraged her to invest. She has 2 million yen in 4 currencies now. Japan hasn't been without problems. 3 years ago, the first major Bitcoin exchange, Mt. Gox, collapsed and declared bankruptcy after hackers raided its accounts. That's partly why regulators are responding with stricter rules this time.
All right, so we have there Japan recognizes cryptocurrency, which is very important. I will go straight to our congressman in the US and how they actually wanted to basically well, he's actually putting them on notice that this industry is unstoppable.
Change is here. Digital currencies exist. Blockchain technology is real. The world that Satoshi Nakamoto, author of the Bitcoin white paper, envisioned, and others are building, is an unstoppable force. We should not attempt to deter this innovation, and governments cannot stop this innovation. And those that have tried have already failed.
All right, including yourself. What he did not say that they also tried to stop it and also failed. All right, now we have here very interesting story here by Oxfam. Oxfam reported that 800 million jobs will be lost from the economy due to artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things. And that is why cryptocurrency is very relevant for today. This is a robot. This is robot artificial intelligence right here. And these are the technology that will replace human, because the more we become technologically inclined, it reduces the demand for labor. And that is why TACC is of paramount of importance. I just want to slip in the fact that we too in Antigua cannot escape caught up in this new economy. A matter of fact, the other day, the Prime Minister added to a minister portfolio the blue economy, and now they are accepting cryptocurrency for the CIP, citizen by investment. But what they're not telling us that there's a lot of Chinese in this country allegedly buying up our assets with cryptocurrency, but they're not telling us that. They're not telling us that. You would have thought that with the intervention of this law, that persons would have been on the radio, the government radio and television, telling the people what is cryptocurrency, how they can become independent, financially independent. You know, give us some financial advice, knowing that this is a new space. Oh no, you will never see that, because these laws that were passed in our parliament was not passed for poor people. They were passed to protect the 1% that has already have money. But we have news for them. We have news for them. And so Mr. Abundance is watching them very carefully, to see what they're really up to. And so we have I have a video here that I want to play, and it's all about how we, especially people of color, because as one person say, it's not even about black and white. It's all about finance. I don't know if somebody's trying to reach me. One moment there. It's all about finance, because anywhere opera goes, she's treated with respect because she has money. And so it's no longer, if you're black or brown. It's all about people respect you when you have wealth. When you don't have money, everybody treats you like a dustbin, you know. And so we have to come to grips that this is a serious issue, and that is why TACC is here. And so I just want to show this to show you who Chinese are. In our country, they behave like they love us. They don't love us. We are their biggest client because we will support them over our people. Watch carefully. This is a black woman. She can't go inside. She cannot go inside. Watch carefully what happens. This is a white woman that is going in, and she can go in, and she is actually intervening on behalf of that black girl there who they are stopping from entering, and they're saying that she cannot enter. So you think that Chinese really love black people? They don't. A matter of fact, when they finish with us, the Afro-Caribbean countries, we will be their slaves very soon because they have a plan, but we don't have one. Watch the white woman now enters, and the black woman has to return.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry, I'm trying to help you. Really. Oh my God.
Oh, and she says, and she cannot believe. I need to show it again now. I need to show it again. She can't believe what is happening.
I can go.
He's
Oh my God.
he's telling her, the white, that she could go in, but the black cannot go in. And we here in Antigua, we treating them as if they love us. They don't love us. And so that is why TACC is very important. And these are things that is happening before our own eyes. But again, we are our own problems, and we are our solutions. Cryptocurrency powered by blockchain technology was introduced to cancel poverty, artificial scarcity, and racism. You know, what we have as is now is a system that is structured, a structured system to produce poverty, to create, to maintain poverty. That's all. And any system or anyone who dares to interfere, it will not be easy. So we know what we're in for in the abundance community coin, because we're saying that life does not have to be as it is. Look at what COVID, and by the way, COVID was not accidental. This is a disease that was designed to do exactly what it is now doing. But the worst is yet to come. The worst is yet to come. You see, when all of us are dependent upon government, of which they are now heading to, because the reopen up of the economy is just a sham. It's a pure sham. The worst is still yet to come. Have you not heard that some countries even gone back down into lockdown? I think the Bahamas was one of them. They reopened and then they opened and they had to close back. They're not done with us because they have intention to vaccine everyone. They know what they're doing. Nothing is by mistake. And how were they allowed to do it? All because of the 1%. The 1% that controls all the governing bodies of the world, that they are being dictated to. They all speak in one voice. World Bank, IMF, UNICEF, WHO, WTO, UN, all of them. They are one and a bunch of all the same. When one speak, everybody follows. WHO say social distancing. The government say social distancing. WHO wear a mask. The government say wear a mask. WHO say shut down the economy. The government shut down the economy. WHO say curfew. The government says curfew. Because if they don't, they will not get any monies from the World Bank nor from the IMF. So they all have hands in hands. Action, reaction, solution. That's what is happening. They put the pandemic out there, which is the action, and then create a reaction. And then they will come as a savior with the solution. That's what it is. And so they don't have any plans, neither prior nor post COVID-19, for poor people. And so we have to come together and in unity of purpose, create our own economy. Create our own economy. 1% managing 99%. You know why? Because we are divided. We cannot seem to support each other. Your brother or your sister come up with an idea. Oh no, I will not support it because I don't see no white people there. That's how we were, and don't forget, and I don't want anybody to think that Mr. Bonnet is not racist, but it is the truth. It is the truth. Except we are not walking with a white person, you are not being recognized, even by your own. And the things that we have to go through in our own country, they don't go through all those red tapes. You know, I was called into a meeting the other day with all the financial personnel in my country that are responsible for the finances of this country. I said everybody was there. But I saw that meeting as very informative from my standpoint. That is what I am gathering. But only time will tell what was the true essence and intent of that meeting. But for now, I found it to be very informative. I found it to be very constructive. And so the Abundance Community Coin, which is a global organization, we will do what is needful and necessary. All right. Now we have 36 days to go. TACC is at 50 cents. Buy your future. Now it is cheap to do so. That is the marketing slogan. And so I will share my screen, and please, when you visit our website, be sure to, let me hide this. You know, I'm getting more, I'm much better at this. So, but you know, the other thing that must happen is that, you know, I need to have at least 2 or 3 persons with me, because I think this can hold up to 7 persons, you know, so so that we can actually have a conversation from all over the world. All right. So hopefully next week I'll get a few panel. So be sure when you come to our website, this is the white paper. Click on the white paper. This is a video link here that will show you how to create your account. It is on YouTube. 36 days and 17 hours to finish the second round. We are now raising the 2.5 million to certify the coin. That is what is going on right now. Now, also, let me pause a little bit of that to bring you our forecast. And I want you to understand this very well. And I will tell you, and you know, when I show these forecasts, I want you to understand that conditions apply. TACC will not go to 9,000 by 2025 without us doing nothing. And so we'll be fooling ourselves to believe that we're just coming into TACC, invest, and do nothing. It will not happen. We are fooling ourselves. And so we're saying that TACC goes on the exchange. It's now 50 cents. September 15, it will go to 75 cents based on the roadmap. And then during this year, we're going to the exchange where TACC will be $1. So if you had bought, let's say 500 US worth of TACC, you would have gotten 1,000 TACC. By the time we go live, you will have at least $1,000. Okay, so 5 to 1,000, that is 100% increase right there. Now we're saying, because all of us should understand that this is not a come in and sleep and expect to achieve things that you have never done in 30 years, that you expect you're going to do it in less than 12 months. It will not happen. It means that it requires you to do something. Some of us work for 15, 20 years and 30 years, and we have never achieved anything of any significance. And it's not for the lack of working hard. But as I said before, the system is designed to impoverish a people. It is structured to create poverty. That is the system that we're now living. And that is why the 1% and politicians remain relevant. They remain relevant because of poverty. And that is why they don't like cryptocurrency. They hate cryptocurrency with a passion, because cryptocurrency shows us that had you invested in Bitcoin 10 years ago, $15, you'll be sitting at over 50 million today. And some might say, oh, Mr. Abundance, Bitcoin really is the success story, but other coins came and did not do well, and they will be right. They will be so right. But we are not responsible or even care with those coins who came and did not do good. It's not our business. We are putting in a structure to ensure that we do good in TACC. And that is why no other cryptocurrency has our structure. And so we are saying by 2023, 2021, if all of us do if all of us do the needful, not to be busy, because sometimes we confuse being busy as being productive. If all of us come in, very specific strategy, you come in, minimum of $10. You can invest 250,000, but at least minimum of $10. And within your first month, you bring in 10 person with a minimum of $10, and each person do the same within their month. By the time we reach January, when this coin should have been launched, how much you think this coin would appreciate to? Do you think it will stay at $1 with over 6 million people holding it? Man, this will skyrocket to $5,000-$10,000 the first month. But it requires us to be meaningful. Ask yourself, how much will it take me to bring 10 people into TACC? How long have I been working? Sun, rain, and snow. And you check my bank book now, I don't even have 10,000. But I've been working from since I know myself. So what are you willing to do? What inconveniences are you willing to incur or occur in your life for you to meet your dream? Because nothing here is guaranteed. It's us who will make it. It will not make itself. And we're saying by 2025, 4 years from now, TACC should be at 9,000. It can be, this figure can be doubled. It can be tripled, quadrupled. Instead of 9, it could be 36,000 a TACC. But we all have to play our part. We all have to be meaningful. We have to expand the base. TACC is not creating a 1%. No, that's not what TACC is out to do. We had many coins who came and create a 1%. We are not into that. And I think I'm still sharing my screen. Oh, yes, I'm still sharing my screen. And so when you come, you look at our white paper, please go through our team. We have a full slate of professionals around the world as directors and advisors. We also have our regional directors who are responsible for the region, because as you see, as you grow TACC, you have to create different levels of leadership for control. Could you imagine if I had all these countries? Now these are countries below here reporting to Mr. Abundance. You have France here, you have Trinidad, you have Kenya, you have Uganda, you have Burundi, South Korea, the Bahamas, you have Antigua, Mozambique, you have Rwanda, you have Lesotho, you have Papua New Guinea here, you have Liberia, Namibia, you have Gabon, you have the the Democratic Republic, the Democratic Republic of the Congo here, you have Nigeria here, you have Mali here, you have the US, you have the United Kingdom, you have South Africa, you have Gambia, you have Togo. So could you imagine if everybody was reporting Ghana, Zimbabwe, St. Lucia, Belize? Could you imagine everybody reporting to Mr. I? No, it would be, that would not even be leadership. And so we have our different, and we also have our advisors also that advise us from time to time. All right. So please, when you come to the website, make sure you go through our list of advice. I think that I have gone through everything here. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. and I'm going to go into the question and answer. Let me see if Madam McDonald, I think our director, she's there. Welcome to all. TACC is moving uphill. Thank you very much, Madam Princess Diana. I think she's the last regional appointee. Good afternoon, Tariq from Antigua. Thank you very much, our communications director for Antigua and Barbuda. Greetings to all, Tiashan. I am Samson from Nigeria. We welcome you, Mr. Samson. Blessed Sunday, everyone, and our esteemed leader, Mr. Abundance. TACC is blazing uphill. Thank you, our National Executive Coordinator, Mr. Joel Carr, Antigua Barbuda. Roma Woods, greetings from the Bronx. We thank you. Welcome. Good evening, Mr. Abundance, and all the Tiashans in the house. TACC is going uphill. Caxton Luvaso from Kenya, East Africa. We want to thank you, our leader there. Blue Ivy. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. We are very close now to achieving our goal. Alexander Davis coming to you from England. It's a blessing to hear from you again. Oh, Blue Ivy, you're from the UK. I'm not too sure. Did I meet you when I was there? I can't recall that name. But hopefully on my way back to Africa. BJ. Good evening, Tiashen. BJ from Belgium. Thank you. And Mr. BJ, I need to get in contact with you to see how Luxembourg and Netherlands is coming along as well. Welcome, Sir Abundance. Thank you very much, Dawn, over there from the Cayman. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. Thank you for always. We are glad to have you as our leader, CEO of TACC. We are proud of you, sir. We welcome our newbies and family of Tiashans. Mr. Blessing. Mr. Blessing, one of our executive administrator in the Abundance Community. You see, because apart from the team that you would have seen on the website, we also have another team that manned all the platforms, and they are TACC executive admin. They're the one that control everything on our platform. So this is what you call leadership at best. Alma. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. TACC is going up here. We want to thank you. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. This is Joseph from Ghana. Joseph, thank you very much. Ghana is in the house. Johnny the Bank. Greeting to the house. The world is depending upon TACC community to be saved. Watching from Nigeria. The Abundance Community coin, it's very critical that it survive. We have no option, we have no choice than to ensure its survivability, to take us from the structured poverty. I want you to coin that word. As you do your presentation, ensure to coin that word, structured poverty. The system design a structured poverty system that it maintain and produce poverty. It is by design. It's not by chance. It's not for working hard why a lot of us still cannot do the things that we should be doing. Good evening, Mr. Abundance, our great leader, and all the Tiashans watching from around the globe. We are grateful. From Nigeria. Thank you very much. Greetings to the president and all the Tiashans, that Mr. Bernard from Burundi. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and great Tiashan. TACC is moving uphill and has proved to be the lion in the jungle. We want to thank you, John. Good evening. Yes, from Nigeria. Yes. Hello. Stephen, good evening, Mr. Abundance, my boss. TACC is going uphill. Watching from Ghana. Thank you very much, Stefan, and you're doing an excellent job being our last appointee to our executive admin. Ghana will never be the same. From Lesotho, good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the Tiashans in the house. Indeed, TACC is not for sale to the highest bidder. We are not our leaders. Our mission and vision will come to pass. And it is very, do I have, I said I was going to play that clip, very disturbing, of our leader there in Nigeria who doesn't think that who thinks it's okay for them to sell their sovereignty with a loan. That is what our leaders have become. They are willing to sell their country, their people with a loan. If we default with the loan, take our sovereignty. In other words, enslave us because we can't manage. Warm greetings to the entire community of Tiashan watching from Nigeria. Greetings from Nigeria, Mr. Godswill there, our regional director there for West Africa. Good evening, Mr. Abundant. We must ensure mass adoption in Africa and the Caribbean and also in Latin America. We have to put in Latin America because all the diaspora to cover everybody, you see, because it's not only in the Caribbean where you have descendants of African. They're all over. A matter of fact, the entire Latin America, they're all Africans. Even though sometimes they don't even know who they are because of their high complexion. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. I'm Isaac We from Ghana. TACC is going uphill. Regards. Go to Stephen Fetter from Ghana. Boss, more grace. Thank you very much. Yes, Stefan is doing an excellent job over there. So it was said for the dream team that the qualification is the 500 and above in a given month. People who achieve are still waiting for their bonus of 13%. It's not 13%, it is 20%. That normally gives in the middle of the month. Between the 12th and the 16th of the month, you should expect that. All right. From Antigua, Colette, good afternoon to the House of Tiashans. TACC is going uphill and we are going with it. I like that. Not only TACC is going uphill, but we are going with it. We want to thank Colette there. She is our Assistant National Executive Coordinator for Antigua and Barbuda. Good evening to all, Mr. Abundance. TACC is going uphill from Ghana. Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Sir, what about the crypto bank debit card payment? The crypto bank debit payment, we have a slug in that regard, but we're still working on it. But I think that the Infinite is even making a better way. So we are not here to fight the battles that are beyond us. We have already said TACC is a done deal. That is a principle. We already called those things forth as though they were. It's not for you or I to figure out how these things will happen. You have been in TACC and we saw doors open where there were walls. And so it will continue to the end. And so don't be perplexed. We are our problem and we are our solution. I like that from South Africa. That is correct. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the entire community of Tiashan. This is Colin from Nigeria. We want to thank you, Colin. TACC radio and television testing so far. Actually, I am actually testing the radio and television. They are ready to go, but I'm the one that is holding back the radio and television right now. I'm just satisfying myself before we go live. And so I have asked others to do some more testing before we can engage in that. So everything is actually ready to go on live server. And we're very happy for that. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the Tiashans community. We see the vision of TACC going uphill. That is why we decided to invest in poor countries. People can't afford one TACC to see their vision from the UK. I want to thank Chrissy Coat. And you know, it's a very good initiative that our European ambassador TJ Brooks, our national executive coordinator Mr. Michael Gale, aka Prosperous Prince, Chrissy and the team over there in the UK, they have adopted a global strategy to reach out to countries and to people who cannot afford to buy a TACC. And they are now sponsoring them. I think it's a very laudable initiative. And so we want to thank her. I think I jumped one. Cynthia Brown from the Bahamas. Greetings to you, Mr. Abundance and the Tiashans. We are moving strongly uphill. We thank God for you, sir, for answering this clarion call. And it's not only Mr. Abundance, but all of us have answered that call. You know, all of us have our role to play. All of us must play that role. We cannot expect to achieve anything that we have never achieved by doing nothing or by repeating the same. We are fooling ourselves. And so cryptocurrency showed us, had we invested 100 US 10 years ago in Bitcoin, today we'll be able to cash out over 313 million US dollars. That is what cryptocurrency showed us. But it will not happen like that overnight. Because as you see, there are many coins that are presently on CoinMarketCap and they're not doing too well. One of the reasons why they're not doing too well, because they are held by the 1% again. That is it. All of them are held by the 1%. And so there is no traction, there is no movement. They don't have a foundation. You have one or two people with big money. Because of greed, pure greed, that they don't even know that they have killed themselves, all because of greed. And so instead of them expanding the base to bring in everybody, no, they run to the market at the first available instant. And that is why they're there, ain't going anywhere. And they think that the abundance coin is going to see all that examples and follow suit. Who are they fooling? Who are they fooling? They're not fooling us. They are not fooling us. And so we know what is taking place. But after Mr. Abundance, TACC is going places. We, the less fortunate, cannot give up. Must go forward in unity. Very important. Very important, Mr. Kenneth. Total number of registration in TACC up till date. We're about 6,000. Last time I checked. We're about 6,000. Greetings from Uganda. Members in the house, we're excited. The way TACC is moving uphill. Pastor Joseph, thank you very much. And you know, it shows if we're really working or if we're just talking, you know. And so I can show you the numbers. Oh dear me, I think yes, one moment there, let me see. I cleaned my browser the other day, and so I'm trying to see if I can locate the user so I could actually share things. You know, Mr. Bonus like that, no? Very oh dear me. But that's not the one. That's not the one. Oh. that's not the one. Let me I'm trying to. It wasn't a part of my schedule, but I was trying to. Okay, I guess I'll do this another time. No, not that one. The chakra. I think this is the one. Let me see. Yes. Let me see that one. There's so much, so many. Let me see. Let me see if that is the one. Okay, that's the one. All right, good. 5,998. So let me share my screen so you see the numbers. So when Mr. Abundance says something, you don't have to double guess. That's the number right there. 5,998. And this is the current transaction that goes for the month so far, 228. All right. So there you have it. All right. There's no false amplifying of anything. You're going to get it as it is from Mr. Abundance. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the TACC. So far, my team and I have signed over 100 people this week. We want to thank you, Mr. Prosperous Prince, for the great job that you're doing over there. Good evening, House from Nigeria. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. Thanks and praise for introducing TACC to the UK. It's about humanity and poverty. My children generation need education to eradicate now, not inherit the poverty cycle. And that's the truth. It is a cycle. It's a structured poverty. That's what we're in. From Papua New Guinea, good morning, House, and Mr. Abundance. We want to thank you, Papua New Guinea. Yes, it's about what? It's about 5 a.m. It's about 5 a.m. in the morning over there. All right. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the dedicated TACC. Great to be viewing this update all the way from Trinidad. We want to thank you, Arlene. If this is the first time joining us, we appreciate you. And I know Trinidad, you're having elections. Is it tomorrow, I believe? And so go out and vote. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the TACCs in the house. Chris, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and to all the TACCs in the house. Oh, from the First Lady. That is our First Lady. If you look on our website, it's the only First Lady. We have a princess, we have a First Lady, one in Antigua and one from England. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody in the house. I am concerned with getting enough sponsors. We are ready to recruit as many people as possible from the DRC, Rwanda, and also from other nations that are interested. I think what the governments in Africa needs to do with all the looting and the theft that goes on every day is to sponsor the people into TACC. The looting and the theft and the corruption. I mean, I think it was the World Bank that reported that Africa loses over 55.5 billion annually since 2012 because of inept and corrupt embezzlement that is taking place in Africa, while people don't even have drinking water. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. Yes, Mr. Yemen, good evening. Thank you very much. Your Highness, Mr. Abundance, may you live long for your great job. We as TACC must also perform our required duties. Thanks a lot. Wisdom from Ghana. Wisdom, Lati, we want to thank you very much from Ghana. Hi, Mr. Abundance. We appreciate all that you have done, everyone. One of us in TACC. For every one of us in TACC. Watching from Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is coming up and live. Papua New Guinea. All right, we're winding down. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the entire TACC community. TACC is going uphill from Nigeria. We want to thank you. Good evening to you all, Miss TACC, Mr. Abundance, Joseph. of our time. Our mission and vision is still on until we free African. Very important. Africa's poverty, Africa's hardship, Africa's division, Africa humiliation is a $1 trillion business to the West. From we can understand that and recognize that, then we're good to go. So far, we are working with Prosperous Prince, Madam Brooks, Christy, and others from the UK. We have a strong team and we're doing very well. We after numbers, please hurry up. We are running. Thank you very much, Madam Helen. We're running out of time. I said to you, a lot of those politicians, they have so much money over there burning. I remember when I was in Cameroon, they arrest a minister, and when they came to his house to do his arrest, he was burning over $3 million US, over 5 billion francs. He was burning. He had over 48 name brand vehicles. One minister. Africa is not poor. You all just need to hold your government and your ministers accountable. Good evening, Tiashans from Cameroon. One minister, and they just put them in jail and make them feed them with steak. The work is not as easy as one can think, so we have to be meaningful, specific, and have unity of purpose. For those who are ready to sponsor as many people as possible, our team is ready to recruit. For them, they can contact Ms. Helen McLeod, their executive coordinator. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the house. We are working hard to reach the needy ones. Thank you very much. And this is where we end today's broadcast. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and our global community of Tiashan. Thank you for TACC Online Radio and TV. We have no doubt masses will adopt TACC both in Africa and the diaspora. TACC is our ticket to abundance. I want to thank our regional director there, Madam Nessafo from South Africa, for that contribution. I want to thank you, Prince Joshua from Nigeria. Join us again at 5:35 p.m. today as we enter the TACC Caribbean Forum. Chances favor objects in motion.